Good evening, listeners, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Fear the Queer,
a podcast that talks about everything on our gay agendas. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Josh.
I'm sorry, listeners. I turned to Josh in a very serious way, and I just said, I hate your hatred. And I can't stop laughing about it. And Josh's like, okay, well, we're recording now.
So get over it.
So get over yourself.
All right.
So on today's episode, though, we are not talking about hatred. We're actually talking about something fun. We are going to be discussing
Enemas.
I said something not hateful. And girl, I do not want to go into the bathroom after you. We are talking... Side note, have you ever seen My Strange Addiction when they are doing coffee enemas?
What's a coffee enema?
It's an enema, but with coffee. Butt? Yeah.
Ow.
Oh my God.
Like coffee beans?
No, not coffee beans. Like, they have the whole enema thing going on. And it's this woman, and then her husband's like, I thought she was crazy. Then I tried it myself. And they do it, they go in rounds. They do it multiple times a day. They lie on, you have to watch this, My Strange Addiction, not sponsored. But they lay on their bathroom floor. I shouldn't be laughing. They lay on their bathroom floor with like a towel covering their butts so cameras can't see it.
Right.
And they put their phone up and they're like watching YouTube videos. Like,
and they haven't, what, does that caffeinate them?
Well, that's what they believe. They believe they won't drink coffee because they said drinking coffee is bad for you.
Oh.
But they say that, coffee enemas are okay because you actually get the caffeine in a healthy way by doing that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. That went on such a tangent.
This is what we're talking about
today.
That
is not what we're talking about, but we just is. So,
okay.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's so, and guess what? They have a kid too. But they don't make the kid do a coffee enema.
Caribou.
But Caribou. Oh my God, canceled.
That's crazy.
It's so insane. Anyways, we are not talking about coffee enemas, even though we just did. We are actually, and not talking about normal enemas either. We're talking about the rituals that we all go through when we, go out for a night on the town. Because I think we all have them.
Yes, when we sacrifice a man.
Okay, we'll get
to
that.
Lord
We're
payment.
going to payment, girl.
Well, you said
every
rituals.
time we are not witches. Oh,
I wish.
I love the burp.
I wish.
But before we get into it, Josh, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking coffee.
Ooh, coffee. Cheers, queers.
I like how, from a year ago, we were drinking cocktails every single episode, now we're like, we need coffee.
We need coffee. We've aged. We are getting older.
Kyle's almost 30.
I'm almost 30, and I'm honestly, I had
30 and squirty.
30 Gee, no. Queers, but just dive into it. So, before we get to the heart of our gay agenda today, we are going to be doing a...
Gay news report.
Gay news report. I was going to say,
MTV News, this is gay news.
Gay news report.
Yeah.
We're going to have a gay news report. I was thinking it could be kind of like a does she deserve it? Except she most definitely does deserve it.
Yeah.
Right?
Just dive into it.
Okay, so on our most recent episode, we discussed RuPaul's Drag Race and the new contestants. Mm-hmm. And in gay universe, but it also transitioned over into mainstream media. Mm-hmm. One of the contestants, Sherry
fucking Pie,
has admitted into catfishing men into creating explicit videos under the guise that she is a casting agent.
Yes.
If you want to read more about this, I'm not going to go into this too deeply because I feel like I don't want to give her that much airtime.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well,
but I feel like it's important for us to at least touch on it.
Well, I was going to say...
Since we are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Just to clarify the horrible thing she's done so that way people get context of, to go into a little bit more details.
Sure.
She pretended to be a casting agent. Several people have said that she had emailed them back and forth being like, oh, we want you to audition as this role and this. If you get this, we might be able to bring you out to New York, help you pay for your apartment and things like that.
Right.
So it's just these empty promises. And as they kept sending themselves videos, they're like, okay, we want to see more. We want to see you touching yourself.
Maybe you should take your clothes off. Right. Because they were saying that show that they were auditioning for
Like,
require
had
them to
sexual-
be sexual or nude or comfortable with their bodies. And I feel like we shouldn't have to say this, but like, I don't want us talking about RuPaul's Drag Race to seem as like an admission of, oh, we support everything that happens on that show.
No.
Including this contestant who was disqualified from the competition. Obviously,
Right.
they filmed it a year before.
Right. So
So,
on
but
Friday,
Sherry Pie will not be allowed to be going into the grand finale.
I was going to say, so on Friday they announced that Sherry Pie has been disqualified, which for me pissed me off that they
Really?
announced that. Mostly in the sense of a couple of things here.
Mm-hmm.
One, I understand that the producers need to acknowledge something. So I was
Right,
just like,
I'm glad
okay.
they did,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm glad that they acknowledged the fact that Sherry Pie openly has admitted that she did this. With the word
Right, I'm sorry, that's another thing, though. She
Yeah.
admitted to this. She gave this half-assed apology.
Well, it was
And-
like, it was so self-serving. It was like when Kevin Spacey was just like, oh, the reason why I did this is because I was gay.
Right, Sherry's was kind of like, I didn't know how to love myself until I was on RuPaul's Drag Race. But that doesn't mean that all the terrible things that had happened
Are justifiable.
exactly.
Right.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, for me, the fact that they said disqualification kind of already just puts in our heads that she makes it to the top four. Because,
Sure.
so how the show goes is that they film most of the season until they reach the final four girls. Then they pre-tape a finale episode about 2 weeks before it actually airs. Mm-hmm. And they do like 4 different endings to it so that way people don't know who actually won the competition. But if they say out loud that Sherry Pie is disqualified and will not be participating in the finale, it's like, okay, so that means she already makes it that far if you have to say disqualified.
I mean, like, I see what you're saying, but they also said, it is a little bit vague because they said that she will not be allowed at the grand finale.
I thought they said that she's not participating in the finale.
Well, either way,
either
participating, yeah, I mean, like, even if it did say participating, like, that still doesn't necessarily imply top 4. Although, like, rumors had it that she did make it very far.
Yeah.
So my hope is that we, as viewers, don't stop watching the show. It seems like they're going to be featuring her heavily still. Mm-hmm.
Well,
which is
I
unfortunate.
was like, she was one of the main players in the first episode.
Which is so frustrating. And I mean, honestly, though, like, even if I didn't know, even if these horrible things hadn't happened, and even if it wasn't true or whatever, I don't think I like her.
No, she's
Like-
not that great.
Like, I don't want to, like, shit on people. Like, I mean, well, I can see that she is a talented queen and blah, blah, blah.
Her campiness is not super obnoxious yet.
She's not, I'm not gagged. I'm not into it. And I think that just her admitting to these terrible things, like, this is predatory behavior. Mm-hmm. And I think that, like, it can be kind of, like, triggering for a lot of people who have gone through things like that. So, like, I'm glad that the producers have made a statement. Like, they put a statement out before the episode.
Right.
That was like, she's been disqualified, like, in light of the most recent events, which was wild to me to watch because I was literally the entire day on Friday. Well, it started Thursday night when Aquaria, who won season 10, posted and was like, "You're on thin ice,"
Yeah.
in reference to Sherry Pie. So I've been kind of following it because I guess I have no life. I don't know.
What's with your wrist? It keeps popping.
Is it? My wrist, it's popping. My wrist is cool. My wrist, no, my limp wrist. Let me just.
Is he, you know?
Is he, you know?
Pop.
Is he, you know? Pop? Is it pop? Is it hip hop?
Oh my god.
Is it rock?
So
anyways,
yeah.
Sherry,
think it just
said
sucks
that
that-
she's getting help that she needs or whatever. But I do think it kind of shadows the show.
I was gonna say, it just sucks because the show started with such promise. I was just like,
Oh,
oh my
God,
god,
yeah.
this seems like it's gonna be like one of the best seasons yet so far. And then this very unfortunate things happened. And I feel really bad for the victims and everything. And now we are stuck knowing the fact that this character is going to taint the season.
Yeah.
For a while, at least.
Yeah,
even if she gets eliminated like third or fourth and stuff like that, already the controversy alone has just kind of made it be like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, and there's other controversial things that are happening that with other queens.
Mm-hmm.
I know in our last episode I said that Britta was like my favorite queen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anymore because there have been allegations that came out against Britta. That she sexually assaulted her drag daughter, and now I just feel kind of like icky.
But the weird thing is about that,
know.
though, is that like no one else is following up on that. Like no one else is like acknowledging that either. And Britta did come out and say that that is not true whatsoever.
Right. And okay, but here's the thing. Like I can't tell if people aren't speaking out against it because they know they have more insight than we do, or if they know that she doesn't go far in the competition, and they feel like, well, we're not going to address that because we already have like another giant thing with Sherry Pie,
right?
To discuss.
I think for me,
like,
it's just,
I don't know.
For me, it's weird that they aren't acknowledging it, but they are acknowledging Sherry's because it's like,
right.
So, I mean, at least with Sherry Pie's incident, like there's actually like a lot of evidence stacked up against.
Oh, there's tons of evidence.
But like with Britta, it's kind of just like question mark, like all over the place. So it's like, is it true? Is it not true? Why is no one speaking out about it? Like, why is no one else following up about it?
It's like, she said kind of situation, which is always unfortunate and
right.
But shouldn't take away from the person who it is accusing.
No,
I don't know.
Not.
It definitely no. I know you're not. It's just it definitely complicates like my feelings towards certain queens.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking forward to having unproblematic queens. So right now I'm after watching episode 2, and when this is released, episode 3 I believe will already have been aired.
Mm-hmm.
I
just like crashed, and I'm just like a ghost just like tripped in Kyle's apartment.
It is not a shadow figure. It's the shadow figure of Sherry Pie's career.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Ooh.
But again,
should we get some ice for that burn?
Oh my God, Josh. Oh my God. No, I don't want to get ice for that burn, but I do want to give you lessons in like how to come back from things.
I'm perpetually stuck in the 90s. Hip-hop.
You're not. What's that hip hop? He does like, you just did like lobster claws and went hip hop. Oh wait, you're doing gang symbols.
Yeah, it's like
what is that?
West Side.
That's West Side?
Yeah.
West Side Story. We're seeing West Side Story later.
West Side Story next.
Complete side note, but yeah.
This is also West Side Story, y'all.
This is West Side Story, just...
Yeah.
Anyways, so we just felt like we needed to have like a gay news segment.
Yes.
Before we get into like talking and having fun, because we will probably mention RuPaul's Drag Race again over the next coming weeks.
You think?
Well, I mean, like, gay media, we gobble it up.
Yes.
But I felt like it was important to make it clear that like we don't support everything that the show features.
I don't think people would think that either. Hopefully.
I don't know. Like, well, maybe people who, like, if someone heard us say, like, oh my God, we love RuPaul's Drag Race, and then they don't know that much about the show, and then they see, like, these posts, because the Sherry Pie incident was on, like, USA Today, was on NBC News, like, it was, like, making mainstream media. It wasn't just, like, on Out magazine or The Advocate and stuff. So I feel like if they were like, oh, so you're watching the show that this, like, Predator is on, like, and you're, like, saying it's wonderful? What the fuck? So I just wanted to...
I'm just more fascinated with your wrist right now.
I'm really surprised that my wrist pops so much.
See, Click.
Click, 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 click. Ow!
And now, into the heart of our gay agenda. I don't know why I shouted that. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
it's Fear
the keeper of the keeps.
Oh my God.
Big Kyle Parker.
Wow, 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 wow.
This is Kyle's ritual to go in
5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so to get to the heart of our gay agenda today. I was having a moment, sis.
We know.
So to get to the heart of our gay agenda today, we are going to be talking about the rituals that we have before going out, or just like when we go
lambs.
out,
Yes.
slaughtering lambs will not be, PETA, don't come for me. Don't come for us. You come for Josh.
You can come for me.
Josh.
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's like,
Ready to fight.
he's like, yeah, I'm bad, but
I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good.
oh my God. The fleece has been taken off my eyes. I see the truth. It is out to pasture, sis.
Okay. Anyway, so...
Did you felt that one? That didn't work.
No, that
did not work.
No, try again.
Did you feel that one? It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Did you?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you feel that one?
Did you feel? Oh God.
I was like waiting for you to say that. I was like, come on, Kyle.
Oh. You know what? You really are the GOAT.
Thank you.
Greatest of all time.
All right, so...
I'm a great liar.
So we're gonna go step by step of what we do as our ritual to go out now.
Right, because I feel like everyone has routines that they even do during the day. Like you can wake up, you have your coffee, you check social media.
You can wake up.
Well, I'm saying, girl, there are
Hopefully
days.
you wake up.
Girl, there are days that I do not want to wake up. I'm like,
Sure.
I'm in bed. I'm just going to sleep on my, memory foam mattress.
Uh-huh.
But, you hopefully wake up, you have your coffee, you check social media, you stare into the abyss until you have to go to your capitalist workplace. All that good stuff. So, what do we do
As our
before we go
ritual.
out? Like,
Yeah.
our rituals before going out.
Yes. And then at the very end of this episode, we'll upload a template for you guys to send to us of like, what's your rituals?
Right, and I hope everyone's doing like something different. Like it's not just like a universal like, oh, we do this and we do that. Oh, everyone does that?
I think everyone drinks alcohol.
Weird. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. Some people do not drink alcohol.
That's true.
So
Anyway,
that
let's
is
just
not a
dive-
universal truth, sis. So let's dive into this.
Okay.
And to kick things off, Josh, what is your go-to like pre-game ritualistic going out song that you just need to hear before leaving to go to the club?
Well, actually, before I will say anything, my first ritual, if I can, is to actually take a nap before I go out.
Oh, I love a disco nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be able to take like a 10-hour shift at work and still go out that night and like not even give a fuck. Now I'm just like, please, for the love of God, I just need to sit for like 20 minutes and just rest my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, at the ripe old age of 28, that's just where I'm at right now.
Yeah. You are ripe.
Yes. But my going out song, I feel like it changes over the years. Or like
definitely.
it changes in my mood. So if we're going out to like a club, it's always something like fast beat, like Crazy in Love. If it's
Sure.
if it's like going over to like a friend's house.
Oh, okay.
Usually I just
See, I don't have friends, so I'm like, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, this is not part of Kyle's ritual.
It's
but
not
if
my ritual.
If for whatever reason, if it's just like we're going to like a friend's like house party or something like that, I usually
Okay.
go for like 80s pop, like Whitney, Janet, Madonna, And then I feel like this has withstood this test of time for me. Anything from the Fame Monster I'll listen to.
Yes.
Like I'll just put the Fame Monster on and it'll just make me in such a good mood to go out. Especially Telephone.
See, I love, obviously, Bad Romance. Like, the Fame Monster, always good. Bad Romance is good. I love songs about dancing. So, I love songs about dancing. So,
He
I'll
loves
put on...
Wobble With Me, Cupid Shuffle,
Cupid Shuffle.
Soldier Boy Tell 'Em.
I do love Soldier Boy
Cotton Eye
Tell 'Em.
Joe. The hamster dance.
What's the hamster dance?
Dee-da-dee-da-dee-doo, dee-ba-dee-dee-doo. You never heard of
What
it?
is that?
You never heard of the hamster dance?
I mean, it sounds familiar, but
Oh my God, it's like-
what's that key that you're singing in?
that is the key of hamster.
The key of hamster.
You never heard of this?
No, I don't
Oh my
know
God, I'm
this
playing
one.
this right now. Right now.
Play it.
It used to be like...
Do you have it saved?
It's on Apple Music. Oh, this is not it.
Oh wait, I know this though.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is
Okay.
the actual version.
Wait. Okay. Oh wait, this?
They have a whole album of the hamster dance.
This is like. Oh my God! Wait. This reminds me of Shrek. Dance to the music.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, excuse us, we're gonna go out.
I'm so happy all of a sudden.
All right, what are your songs?
I would have to agree. I do love the Fame Monster. Again, I love dancing songs. like Lady Gaga singing Dancing in the Dark is one of my faves. I went through this phase where I like, not so much I have different songs to listen to before going out, but more so the years they always change. Yeah, I got one. Girl, I do have one. As if that's like a weird humble brag. I do have vinyls. I do have vinyls.
Vinyls I do have.
Vinyls I do have. I have Sylvester and Dolly Parton. But I always love, like, a go-to for me is obviously going to be Dancing on My Own by Robin. Mm-hmm. Always and forever, Dancing on My Own. Yes. But, like, years ago, because I didn't really go out in Michigan. Like, I went to a club once in Michigan, and it was an 18 and up club. Mm-hmm. And it was weird. I bought a bottle of water for $10 because we couldn't drink. And it was just the strangest. It was just so uncomfortable. I was, like, not into it. And besides doing that and then, like, maybe going to Screamo shows.
Like, any, like, 18-plus club.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, like, I'm, like, not into it.
No.
So I didn't really start going out until I turned 21 and moved to Chicago. And around that time, I was, like, listening to, like, Nicki Minaj Super Bass. and
Superb ass.
Like, Super Bass. Very into, like, listening to that. And drinking a Four Loko before they changed it so jet fuel isn't included. Yeah, you know.
So that was your drink of choice?
That was, oh my God, when I was like 21 to like 22, I would have like a Four Loko, listen to Super Bass. God. Oh my God, and I would listen to Kesha.
Oh yeah.
I was very into
We
Kesha.
Are Who We Are.
I was into... I liked, there's a place downtown where the freaks all come around. It's a hole in the wall.
Oh,
it's
take
a
it
dirty
off.
free for... Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it, so I was like...
So I'm just going to sing the entire song.
Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing.
I don't even know where to start. What key do I say?
I liked that one. I liked, blah,
Crazy Kids.
Not really into that one, no.
Oh, really? No.
Not that one for me. I'm sorry. Not into that one.
One Direction was always really fun.
Oh, okay.
What Makes You Beautiful? That was a good, like...
Oh, that's a good reminder. Yeah, that's what makes it beautiful. I never was like... I mean, One Direction, I think I was too old to get on the One Direction train. When it comes to, like, boy bands. Like, I like them. I like Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Harry Styles... He's great.
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful dresses. Yeah. He's been doing a lot of really cute looks lately from Gucci.
Yeah.
And I'm dressing like a grandma. I'm into it.
I'm trying to think of a phase where I really was into it, like a certain song. Flawless. I would play that, like, non-stop.
God. Okay, so when the Beyonce album came out, I was super into... That was like the next phase of me. We did, like... Robin is always going to be a standard. Mm-hmm. Kesha was a moment. Super Bass, Nicki Minaj. And then when Beyonce dropped the Beyonce album...
The Beyonce album.
Well, it was like, yeah, Beyonce. Girl. I just adored, like, my two songs off that, Partition and Drunken Love. Mm-hmm. I would be playing that up in my shower, like, because one of my rituals when I get ready is, so I like to play my music really loud in the shower, and it's just like, you're like, breaking your back, mm-hmm. and you're just like...
Breaking your back? You fell in the shower.
You're like, well, some of the moves I was trying to do, I'm like, drive a roll up the partition, please. I don't need you seeing Beyonce on her knees. Got 45 minutes
to get 45 minutes to get all dressed
I will say, it does not take me 45 minutes. It takes me like an
47.
hour. It takes me like an hour and a half if I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
Because, like, I like to come home and, like you said about naps.
Yeah.
Especially with the age that we're at. Like,
I take like 20-minute naps. You take like an hour and a half.
Okay, so, like, I go through things where I'm like, okay, when are we meeting up? We're meeting up at 9:30 or 10? Perfect. And I'll get home by 6. Mm-hmm. You know, eat something, take a nap till like 8. So like a 2-hour nap. Yeah. Like a 2-hour nap. And then, so I have like 2 hours back in my life. That's how I view it. You have like 2 hours back.
Okay.
You know, you have 2 hours more to stay out later. And then I'll start getting ready and I'll put on, I will say, okay, this is not very eco-friendly. I like to let the shower run for a long time.
Kyle!
Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me, Mom. I don't want
Flint doesn't even have clean water, and you're just wasting it away in there.
Oh, my God. Okay. You cannot blame me for Flint.
I can't?
No, you can't.
Well, you're not helping.
I don't. Okay, but I don't go out that much that it's like really putting a dent in things. I'm just saying.
I guess it makes up for all the times you haven't showered throughout the week.
I don't think it's good to shower every day. I don't. I don't think that this, and this is like off topic.
Maybe like don't wash your hair every day.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Or you'll shower the night before and then you wake up and you can like rinse your hair off so that you can restyle it.
Sure.
And then you have like a full day and then like the next day, so that's like a day. Yeah, like a day. Oh. I don't do this often.
Okay. All right. So let's get back on track here. So, what's your drink of choice, though?
My drink of choice?
Yeah. Your pregame drink of choice.
So, pregaming. Oh, girl. So, after Four Loko left me with 2 kids and a lot of bills to pay.
It's funny because I always grimace and I'm just like, why am I judging? Because mine was like UV blue vodka with an energy drink.
That is... I was about to be like, that is deadly, but I was drinking like...
You were drinking the exact same thing.
Essentially, it was just packaged differently.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had like a UV... No, I've had UV... Is it cupcake?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I've had that.
Where it tastes like sprinkles.
I wasn't into that.
No.
That was something...
God,
yeah, I know.
Have you ever had 99 apples?
No, but a bitch ain't one.
It was like...
You're so stupid.
It's like 100 proof vodka, and it tastes like apples.
100 proof?
Yeah, 100 proof. We got annihilated on that. But
what in the tarnation?
I know.
I cannot...
Like, I remember, like, very clearly, there was one time where we, like, chugged 99 apples, and my friend was just, like, passed out, man spread, like, in a Buffalo Wild Wings, just, like, sleeping in the booth.
That is terrifying to me. I also, like, you realize that wasn't actual fruits, right?
Right. What?
Well, with your eating habits, you're like, apples. It was
really healthy.
You're like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Did you feel cleansed with your
stomach?
I was gonna say, oh my God. I was gonna say, like, you feel cleansed after your 99 apple enema.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would burn, girl.
I was just like, ow.
Ooh. But I like it.
My whole just clenched.
I like the way it burns.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
So what's your drink of choice now?
My drink of choice now is I need coffee. I need caffeine after my 2-hour nap.
Yeah.
I'll take my 2-hour nap. I'll wake up. I turn on the shower because I kill the fish. No, I don't start there. I honestly don't start there. I will either make coffee or if I'm feeling real lazy, I'll walk down the street because it's like 3 minutes away to Starbucks.
Sure.
And I'll get my Trenta unsweetened iced coffee that I will put 3 Splendas and literally a kitten whisker of creamin.
Cumin.
And come back to my apartment and just like start blasting music. What?
I don't know if you heard of it, but it's called music.
It's called fashion.
Yeah.
And right now, I like to turn on... I have a couple playlists. I have a playlist it's called 2019 Pride Playlist. Because
you live in the past.
I live in the past. Wasn't it last episode that I thought it was 2018?
Yeah.
Girl, but or I'll play like my drag playlist, which has some like not necessarily going out music. It has like Mariana and the Diamonds, and I'll be sipping my coffee. Mm-hmm. And usually I need the coffee. I don't like to start drinking until I'm like fully clothed. Clothed. Until you're making fully clothed. You're making fun of my speech impediment, and that is ableist. And I'm glad that you're ableist to make fun of my clothedness. My clothedness. No, because like if you start drinking, like okay, I'd say like 50-50. If I'm going out, I'm either going up to like a gay bar or club. Or I'm going to like a dive bar.
Yeah, there's usually no in between.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's true.
I went out to Rivermore.
Rivermore?
I went to Rivermore.
See, he doesn't even know how to pronounce it.
I don't know. It doesn't taste good on my tongue. I went
to the Fullerton Market.
The Fullerton. It's River North, which is basically downtown. Because my friend was in town, and I was not... I mean, I'll go anywhere, honestly. Like, I
might make a fuss about it.
I might make a fuss, but, like, I had such a good time. It was so much fun.
I remember very clearly, there was a couple years ago, we went to a bar downtown in River North, and this was around the time frame when Kyle was very anti, like, River North in general.
Okay. And I'm like, what are we talking... Where is this going?
Well, I'll tell you. Because it was our friend's going away party. Like, she was moving to New York. And we were at this very crowded bar. And a lot of them, there's, like, a whole bunch of businessmen sitting around. And they were, like, tipping well. And you could tell that the girls wanted to get their business. So they were kind of ignoring us first, which is totally understandable. We're both bartenders. We would do the exact same thing if, like, hot gay men came in. And,
no, I would not. You don't know me.
Yeah, sure. So I get my drink. And it takes a minute, but I was like, I finally get my beer, and it's not a big deal. And then Kyle has to wait another, like, 3 or 4 minutes. He's just like, it's like they never served a gay person here before.
I just saying. Well, okay, but that's the thing.
I'm standing right next to you, but okay.
But what pissed me off was they were serving, like, they don't know. I could tip well. And I do typically tip well.
Sure.
So fuck them.
But do you think that two, like, people dressed like how we're dressed right now at the end of the bar is going to rack up a giant bill compared to those guys over there? Probably not.
You don't know my drinking habits. I might be, well, not really anymore, but, like, at the time, I was a big drinker.
Sure.
But what was fun about that night is we ended up at, like, a secret gay bar downtown. Do you remember that?
We did. It was, like, hidden.
I loved
on, like, the 3rd floor of some place.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
And they had, like, chalk in the bathrooms, and I wrote homos in revolt, except I spelled revolt wrong.
Revolt.
Or no. I'm sorry. I wrote queer revolution, except I spelled it queer revulsion.
At a gay bar.
I was so upset.
Like,
how homophobic. So now I'm kind of like, okay, well, if I'm getting ready to go out, I probably want to, like, be up. I probably will put on, like, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow if I'm feeling my zhuzh. I really love this, like, smoky palette that Jill Conkle, friend of the pod, Jill Conkle, gave me from Morphe. It has a really nice, I'll show you, it has, like, a nice, like, brown suede to it. And because I have kind of deep set eyes to begin with, and, like, my crease is, like, already, like, bump, it's, like, it goes in naturally. I'm not wearing it right now, but, like...
Oh, we know.
No, I don't. Leave me alone. I'm like, you are a bully.
So what's your aesthetic when you go out now? Like, what's your outfit of choice?
Depending on where I go out. Okay, so, like, I will look at my closet, and I just am always like, fuck, I have nothing. If I'm going out to a gay bar, which, like, 90% of the time I will be going out to a gay bar, I have, like, a few go-to looks. Like, if I'm feeling some sort of way, like, if I'm feeling, like, maybe a little bit more mask, I'll wear a flannel with, like, a black shirt underneath, and, like, I have a couple chains, like, whips and chains excite me, which, honestly, like, that's not really my thing, but, like, also, people don't know that. They might think I'm edgy.
They might. They don't.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
I'm kidding. I feel like
take a shot every time I say you don't know me.
You don't know me. I feel like my aesthetic is very much like...
Tam France from Queer Eye.
Yeah, kind of. Like, I realize that. Like, I just will have, like,
you love a patterned
boots.
shirt.
I love a patterned shirt.
I mean, I do too, but, like...
Coiffed hair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
remember what I used to dress in when we went out, like, a few
years
ago. And I'm just like...
It wasn't terrible. It was just very much like...
It was very Iowan. I remember one night I came down from when we were working together. I was, like, in, like... bootcut jeans, I had brown boots on, and I had a plaid button up. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to go out.
But, like, live your life, sis.
Yeah.
That was, we all are butterflies in our
yeah.
What were those called? Chrysalises?
Chrysalis?
What are they? No, cocoons. Cocoons. We're butterflies in our cocoons.
Yeah.
And, we come out and get cuter. I do think, like, I love, like, a flowy shirt. I love a flowy blouse because, like, I also, as a flowy blouse,
A flowy blouse?
I am a flowy blouse. I like those. I like a patterned shirt, but I don't like to like. I don't know. In the winter, I'm much more apt to like wear lots of dark or like a nice silk scarf. Mm-hmm. You know, depending.
I hate dressing up for the winter because it's just like I have to lug my coat around and hopefully there's coat check because I want to at least look cute.
Oh, God. Last week, I went to a bar. They did not have coat check.
Which I'm just like,
It was downtown Chicago. I walked in. I looked cute,
Yeah.
I would say. Like, I look good. And found my friend, and I was like, do they have coat check? Walk up to the girl. Hi, do you have coat check? And she looked at me like I told her to fuck off. I was just like, do you have coat check? And she's like, no. Like, okay, ma'am. Okay, sorry.
She actually didn't work there, that's why.
Oh, could you imagine? My ass would
She's like,
probably.
no. Actually, another thing I forget. I also feel like one of my aesthetics right now is also to wear giant hats. Like, I'm talking about like boarding the Titanic type hat. Where
Are you getting in the lifeboat afterwards?
That's my going out like aesthetic.
You're like, yeah.
I'm
you're,
Molly Brown in Titanic right now.
What's wrong with you?
Those are our men.
First of all, Molly Brown's a lesbian. Like, let's get that right.
Yeah, she was a queer icon that we forgot to add.
But what about her man? You know what? Let him sink. I would be like, I'm starting a new life in America.
I'd be like, I still have my money.
I have my yeah. She was wealthy.
Let's just like row to America.
That we can row this boat right. Back onto topic.
Yeah.
Is there anything when you're like any like little ritual you do that maybe I don't do? Like, do you have any secrets that you do? Like almost like
I know that
weird behavior that like no one knows before you go out.
Well,
Superstitions.
Before I used to actually work out before going out.
Why don't you now?
Well, because who fucking cares? I'm in a relationship now. Like
No, I don't like that mentality.
No, I think
you should do it for yourself.
I used to actually do 50 push-ups. And,
well, that's too much. I don't like that.
50 push-ups and biceps and triceps before we went out.
Bicep.
These are your biceps.
It's a foreign word to me. I don't understand these words.
Yeah, I used to do that, and then I would wear tanks all the time, so that way it looked
you
like
did wear tanks.
I used to, yeah.
Yeah, what happened? You became a tank.
I am the tank.
I'm so sorry. But I can say that I'm fat.
Well, I was gonna say
you're not fat though.
No, well, I was gonna say it's
and if you
winter.
wear it, doesn't matter. It's winter.
That's why.
Why what? Why you're not wearing
tanks?
You could wear a tank underneath a jacket and like whip it off and go dancing.
I could. I don't know.
That would require you to actually come out with us.
That's true. That's another thing too. I have not gone out a lot in a while. But I mean, we also reached that age too. I will say this.
Did we?
Well, I did. I did. I'm a functioning adult.
You keep going.
Well, I was gonna say with my 9 to 5 and then also bartending on top of that, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to anymore.
No, I get that.
Like, it's like, I don't want to. I would rather just be at home drinking wine with my dog now. So for me, another thing is that part of my ritual is also being like, kind of anticipating, like, is there going to be a potential cancel? Like, and if so...
Do you really get excited for that?
Sometimes I get in the mood where I'm just like, ooh, there's a documentary that I could be watching right now.
What has happened to you?
I have aged.
I'm aged.
Aged in wood.
Part of me kind of gets that. Like, depending on my mood, sometimes I hope people cancel. But if I'm already, like, if the music is blasting, this thing called music, if music is blasting, if I got my iced coffee, if the water's running, I'm getting all, like, soaking up all those, vapors. Yeah, like water vapors, making my skin feel nice and supple. If that's happening, I love it.
So now we're out at the club, and
we're at the club. Well, I will say, before I go out, I do have this thing, or I used to. So I went through this phase where I thought I had to wear essential oils to go out, because I read somewhere...
that's what that reeked.
That was... So I read somewhere that, like, essential oils attract people. And I was like, okay, I'm going to attract a man tonight.
Burn people.
And I was like, put it on my pulses. So I put like a little bit of like like peppermint behind my ears and on my wrists. And one day I thought, what if I meet a man tonight? What if tonight's the night? And I put a little bit, down there.
Okay.
In case, things are getting a little frisky and they're like, wow, your crotch smells like peppermint. Let me tell you.
like in Mean Girls.
Yes. But when I did that, let me tell you, it burned. Girl, it burned like hell. It burned so bad. So don't do that.
So don't pee burn more than usual.
Don't put more than usual. Yeah. Don't do that. I also did this one time. I don't know if I talked about this, where I was like serving someone. I think I've talked about this, but I'll tell it again.
Serving someone tea.
I was serving someone looks. I was serving someone like an old fashioned, and I thought the whiskey smelled so good. So I was getting ready to go out, and I was like, I had my cologne on, and I usually will wear like one cologne, but lately I've been doing like my main cologne, and then I'll do like a cheaper cologne that just like has like a nice like, whew, if you walk past someone, you're like, oh, what is that? What is that? In a good way.
Yeah.
And
what is that?
What is that? And because I love to smell good.
Mm-hmm. We know.
I do. It's a big thing for me. I love to smell good. So I dabbed a little bit of whiskey behind my ears because I
whiskey?
thought because I went, oh, that smells good, and everyone was anticipating like, oh, Kyle, probably pre-gamed before he went out, and I was giving a friend a hug at the club, and they go, oh my God, how much have you had to drink tonight? And I was like, nothing, and they're like, you smell like whiskey. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I smelled like
drunk.
I smelled like drunk. I smelled like a drunk.
Yeah.
No, another ritual is like, I'll have my iced coffee, and then right before going out, I'll do like a quick shot of vodka or tequila, just to like give me a little buzz. But I don't necessarily like drinking like I used to, like excessively. That's like not, I don't know, that's not my jam. We're not young anymore. Sometimes I like to do a face mask. Oh my God. Something I love to do. I have this facial scrub. And you put some on your hand and you just scrub the hell into your face. And let me tell you, it's from Lush. It's called Ocean Salt. And then you go in the shower and you just like rinse this off. And you can use it on your body too. But last weekend when I was going out with my friend, I put it on and I left it on a little bit too long. And I don't know what happened. I walked out of the shower. My face was so red. It looked like I got a chemical peel.
Your pee-pee was red. Your face was red.
Just everything red to filth. I really think that, like, I love feeling, like, scrubbed and smelling nice before going out. And I like having that extra time to, A, decide what I'm wearing, and B, listen to some more music, and C, I love lying on my bed in, like, a towel.
As the water's running. Because you still haven't turned it off yet.
No, I turn it off. I'm going to get canceled. That's what I'm going to get canceled for, is like using too much.
Water?
I'm wasting water. No, I don't.
Sesame Street teach you anything? Don't waste water.
Gag. That's what my dad says all the time. He's like, do you remember that little fish in that thing?
Yeah.
Because I let the water run. Oh my God.
God.
Fine, I'm late to everything, and I use up a lot of water on this planet.
Here's the latest in gay news. Kyle is wasteful.
Oh my God, I'm not wasteful when it comes to food.
Okay, so like, let's say we're out. And,
we're out.
We're dancing. Well, actually, really quickly, if you had your choice, would you rather go to a gay bar, like a club or anything like that, or would you rather go to a dive bar?
Oh, good question.
Where you can like choose the music through the jukebox.
Yeah, that depends on my mood. I mean, if like I have to be in the mood to go dancing, that's true. But it's not super hard to like convince me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we're going dancing. I guess I can go have fun. Because what do I always say?
I love to have fun.
I say that all the time. I love to have fun, and it's the goddamn truth. I love it. I love to have fun.
Who doesn't love to have fun?
I'm sitting next to her.
I was gonna say maybe me. I was like, actually, maybe me.
I'm being so rude.
I'm just more selective of what I consider fun.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true. I like lots of types of fun. So that's hard for me because like sometimes I want to go to a dive bar. It depends on the people.
Yeah.
If it's a big group of people that I'm going with or like coworkers and stuff, I prefer dive bar because you
if
can
it's
kind
a
of like
group of,
mingle.
15 or like 20 people, like let's
Yeah.
if like a lot of people got like let's just take over a dive bar.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's fun because that's like almost like a private event.
And we did that last night.
Yes, we did.
So it was very fun.
Yeah.
But if I'm like with like you or maybe like 2 other people or something like that, let's go dancing.
Yeah.
Because it's smaller. Also, I feel like the less people you have when you're out dancing, the more likely you can like talk to strangers.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to corral the group. You're like, oh yeah, I'm like, this is my friend Josh, and then
like,
instead of being like
in the corner.
and I'm just like, this is my friend Josh, and A B C D did it, and like go through the whole list. And I'm like, and they're all here to dance. No, I don't want to do that.
Now, are you more of like a one-on-one, or do you mingle with a lot of people? I feel like I've actually have become a one-on-one person. Where like
I was gonna say,
usually,
I don't know what do you think I am? We go out often enough. What do you think I do?
Well, when it's just us, I feel like we are one-on-one. Because it's just us.
But I do talk to strangers.
No, yeah.
I do. I'm well, not in like a weird like hey, but more in like a
Hey, I waste water.
hey, I like to have fun.
Yeah.
What a weird pickup line.
No, I feel like because last night we just went out with a whole group of people.
Yeah, with our coworkers.
And like I made my little rounds of like saying hi to everyone at least here, but then I was just like, these are the people I want to talk to, and they kind of are the ones I just stood around the entire night.
Sure, I think I walked around and talked to everyone.
Yeah.
Or tried to.
Well, yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
Like I loop back, like because I want to make sure everyone.
I want to make sure everyone's having fun.
It's
F
true.
is for friends who do stuff together.
I love fun.
U is for you and me. N is for nuclear bombs. Burn down the whole town.
Okay, but this is SpongeBob, and I did not grow up with cable. I don't understand this.
Oh my god.
I just don't. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
So let's say, okay, so we're out. Do you have any rituals like post going out?
Post going out?
Yeah, like
the next day?
No, like you're leaving the bar or club, and you're
like the end of the night. Oh,
right.
Well, it depends on the time. If it's like 1:30 or 2 and stuff like that, I'm just like, ooh, is Garcia's open?
My God.
So Garcia's is my favorite like Mexican restaurant, which honestly, you don't even go there for the food. You just go there for more margaritas.
I can't drink their margaritas.
They're strong.
Yeah, they make my cheeks so rosy.
We went there once and Kyle's like, I don't feel good.
I did not feel good. I didn't tell anyone that I had taken a bunch of Dayquil because I was under the weather, but I like to have fun.
Yeah.
And I showed up on a ton of Dayquil and then still got a margarita. My cheeks, my face was so red.
He couldn't even he took like 5 drinks and he was just like, I don't feel good.
I should have just stayed home.
Yeah.
Like, why did I come out?
So that is my go-to. Usually if I can, I'm just like, if it's early enough, I'm like, ooh, let's see if there's like anywhere to eat. Because I get really hungry when I'm drunk.
I'm ashamed to even go into this. But I love to eat too. I don't just go home. After, when you're out, I will, and a lot of people know this, I will either go to 7-Eleven, and for a while, I would get a 7-Eleven pizza.
Yeah.
But I'm different now. I get
There was one time I remember that we went to 7-Eleven and the lady was just like, oh, it's going to take 10 minutes for you. And you're like, that's fine.
I don't remember that. Did I really?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my god.
I mean, that is fine. Yeah. It's the end of my night. I'll wait 10 minutes for a pizza.
Yeah.
But now I'll go and I'll get like the 7-Eleven taquito rollers. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl. I got a favorite. I got 2 favorites.
Buffalo chicken.
I love the buffalo chicken, and I love the jalapeno and cream cheese. So good. Or
I feel like your go-to is
Subway.
Yeah.
I will get a foot-long tuna sub. And I need to admit to something.
Okay.
So last night after we went out and I got my foot-long tuna sub, which it wasn't like a crazy night whatsoever. It was just like kind of chill. But even if I'm like haven't drank that much, I still am like, I want to eat something. So I got my foot-long tuna sub. Mm-hmm. I get home. I'm sitting at my like little table that I have, and I'm watching The Office, and I eat one half of the sub. So satisfying, so happy. And I went to go grab like my jug of water that I always have, and I knocked it with my wrist, and it spilled all over the other half of my tuna sub.
Well, it's just water.
But what's alarming is the bread that is used in the Subway subs just went and soaked it like a sponge. That's
ew.
going inside of us.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't eat this because the bread is like Well, I could have let it dry, but you know what was sad? So
With a hairdryer.
I was like squeezing the bread, and the water. It was like a sponge. The water would like squeeze out of the bread, but I was still hungry.
Oh, so you ate it?
Well, I opened it up and I got a fork and I just ate the tuna and the spinach and the cucumbers like it was like a salad.
Yeah, I don't know. Subway's bread is just so gross.
It kind of alarmed me, but I'm I'm just being honest. It's about like, being honest.
And that's what you eat willingly.
Yeah, it's something I need to get over, I guess.
Yeah. You know what I do when usually if I can't go out to eat, usually when I go home, my end of the night ritual is to make a quesadilla.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, because like the flour tortillas and like the cheese, it just kind of soaks up the alcohol, and then you just kind of sit there all yummy.
It's so good.
Yes.
Like, now I want a quesadilla.
I was just like, a quesadilla sounds really good right now.
I want a tuna sub.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I was cheated out of last night.
Because you didn't get your tuna. Well,
I didn't get half of it.
Well, let's go get you one.
No. It's not, well...
Plus,
now I'm kind of sad about it.
I don't know if you want to put that in your body anyway.
Well, half of it's in my body. The other, literally, it's in my trash right now.
Really?
I wrapped it up.
Oh, that's what that smell is?
Yeah, that's my wet tuna.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm sure everyone has, like, different rituals that they have when you're going out, when you're going dancing, you're going to the bar with your friends.
Right. Do you have, like, a lucky, like, little sidekick, like, toy that you pray to before you go out? Do you have, like, a candle you light before you go out?
I do have candles.
Yeah.
I always will light a candle. I don't know what it is. It puts me in the mood. It makes me feel seductive. Like I'll be getting ready to go to church, and I'll, like, light a candle.
Okay.
What, you don't go dance at church?
I don't go to church. I don't listen to Hosier. I don't go to church.
Oh,
All right, so...
making jokes left and right.
So we're going to set up a template for you guys to let you guys share what your rituals are when you go out, and we want you to tag us in it so we can post it in our story, because we want to know, like, what other people do. What's, like a universal thing that people like to do?
Yeah, like, what's your go-to drink? What's your go-to song? Do you put essential oils on your coochie?
On your badge.
Do you have peppermint coochie?
Yeah. Does your bread soak up all the water?
Does the bread soak up all the water?
From the water you wasted in the shower?
Oh my god. I also went through this phase, like, I just am remembering this, where every time I went out, even if I had clean socks and underwear, I would go to, like, TJ Maxx or something, or Target, and I would buy new socks and underwear.
Oh, that's another ritual I forgot to mention.
What?
I will always make sure that I have my fancy underwear on.
Really?
Yeah.
What's fancy underwear for you?
Like, rather than, like, wearing cotton underwear, like, it's like the
mesh?
Like the mesh. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. I like the satin.
I have some mesh undies. They're not like mesh, but they're like meshy.
Okay.
They're like
meshy.
They're like meshy.
There's just one giant hole.
They're
old underwear that has a hole.
If you go into my bathroom right now, there is a pair of underwear in the trash because there was a big hole in the crotch. I didn't realize that.
Did the peppermint burn through?
No, it was a taquito fart.
Just like from the crotch.
From the crotch. Well, like, it was like crotch area.
Sure.
Not like, I don't fart out my
your peppermint
oils.
All right, so please tag us in your templates because we want to see of what you guys like to do when you go out, what you don't do, what you will tolerate, what you won't, and then we'll share it and we'll repost it and we'll put our stories for you guys.
I love, like, little interactive things.
Yes.
And I think it's funny because I feel like we're different people, but we both have, like, our go-to, like, we do this and we do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, there's nothing like that crazy.
No. Nothing too wild, but then again, I feel like we live in our own little world, so maybe what we do is a little ridiculous.
Well, like, I always think that, there's a episode on Sex and the City where it was, like the secret lives, or the secret single behavior, and because I'm single and I live by myself, I find myself doing it more often.
Which is?
Little things, like, I'll the other night, I took 3 romaine lettuce heads. I cut them up, and I was like, I'm gonna make a salad, and I made a big salad in a big salad bowl. You can see it from here.
3 romaine lettuce heads?
Well, okay, but here's the thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on the couch, and I just ate it, but I didn't eat the whole thing because, like, that's a lot of food.
Well, yeah, 3 lettuce heads? My God.
Well, that, and I put spinach, and I put black beans, and peppers, and stuff like that in it. And I just ate what I wanted, and then I just put saran wrap over the bowl.
Oh my God, I have to go see it. Hold on.
No, it's not there anymore, but you can see how big the bowl is.
Oh,
It's the yellow bowl. Yeah. But, like, I'm single. I'll sit and I'll eat out of a bowl by myself.
Well, I mean...
Like, who cares? Leave me alone. That's one of my rituals. I come home, and I'm gonna eat out of a giant salad bowl.
And now Kyle's crying. All right, so... Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to follow us on Fear the Queer Podcast on Instagram or like us on Fear the Queer Podcast on Facebook. And also don't forget to subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud.
That's all right.
Yeah. And again, we're going to send out these templates here, so please include your little rituals of what you'd like to do, and then we'll share them. And we'll call you out on anything that might be weird.
I don't think that there's a lot of things that are weird. I mean, let me know if you've ever put essential oils on.
On your badge.
Or just in general. I went through a big phase.
Really?
Yeah, I was like really into it.
Oh, where do you put your cologne?
Right. Well, where don't I?
Yeah.
I do one side of the neck, other side of the neck, right on my chest. 1, 2, like one on the pulse of your wrist, and then one on your forearm. Mm-hmm. I go tap, 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 tap. Mm-hmm. You don't rub.
Right.
Because rubbing, rubbing gets rid of it. And if I'm going out, I'll do all of that. And then I also spray some on my tummy, because you never know. And I also spray some like on the nape of my back for when you give people hugs, and then they give you a hug, and then they smell you.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I actually put cologne in my hair because of that.
Well, then I'll do that. Oh, little.
Yeah. Because like you can, especially like the right at the top of my head. Yeah.
I'll do that, or like I'll do that. I'll put my clothes on, and then I spray like my other cologne, like a on my arms, and then I'll
do 2 colognes.
Sometimes. And then I'll do, like, the main cologne. I'll do walk through with clothes on. Mm-hmm. And then I'll do a of my, like, not main cologne, walk through with clothes on. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll put my jacket on, and I'll even spray again, because I want people to know
that you smell ridiculous.
I smell like a French royal from the 1700s who hasn't bathed and is just like taking a whore bath every day. You know, like I'm like, ew, monsieur, you smell so good.
Right, like I was like, I also smell a faint smell of whiskey.
And like, and what is that peppermint coming from your crotchal area? Well, this has been fun. I'm glad that we both are weirdos.
Well, I was gonna say, I don't think I did anything really weird.
Oh, so it's just me.
Well, your peppermint badge says something.
You know what? I'm just saying, it was something that went through my mind, and I thought, I'm gonna try this. And it made me late. I was going to a RuPaul's Drag Race viewing party. It made me late for viewing because I had to jump back in the shower.
And wash it off.
It burned. Josh, it burned. It burned so much, monsieur. All right, well, let's go get some baguettes. Because I'm starving.
All right. I was going to say, we're going to go get you your tuna melt. All right. Ooh. As always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Monsieur Kyle.
And we're
Fear the Queer. Au revoir.